to another process video. I'm Jenny and I am just putting this page together. I have already matted that piece of black and white stripy paper, and that is from We Are Memory Keepers, and also the photo and the little piece that says hello, and that was from Studio Calico, and I've matted it with a little bit of paper from an old Amy Tangerine collection, I think it was. Actually, it could have been a Maggie Holmes collection. So I just took out the center of the paper underneath that I've done the matting with, and I've used that to back the photo and that little hello piece. And all I'm doing is putting this page together. So I've got that little strip that was from a 12 by 12 piece of paper that had some different segments on it to cut out. So I've just cut that out and I'm using that across the bottom part of my page, and I'm layering up with a few embellishments from the Simple Stories I Am collection. So if you're interested in having a look at the Facebook group that I've started up with Shell, you are welcome to check that out. It is a participation group. So for the month of March we are working with the I Am collection, and for April we will be moving on to a different collection. So we just ask that if you're a part of that group that you participate and use that collection or collection from your stash with similar colours. So this one's a little bit of a mixture of the original collection and a little bit of stash in similar colours. So yeah, if you just search for Fun Kits, or I'll leave a little link down the bottom anyway, you'll be able to check that out. So here I am just sticking some little bits and pieces together, and this is a quick layout, came together very quickly, and just putting it all down and adding a couple of different elements to look at. So this background is very busy, it doesn't need a lot happening on the page, but I just wanted to continue with those colours and a few layers. So I've got a couple of tickets there from Dear Lizzie that I cut out of a 12 by 12 piece of paper and tucked them underneath. And now I've just pulled out my watercolours and added a little bit of water and splashed on a little bit of yellowy orange to the page. And then I will pull out some black ink and add that as well, but I'm just firstly going to add a little bit of grey splatters as well, and a little bit of grey shadowing around the page, which you have seen me do before. And just adds another little textural I can't talk today, another little bit of texture to the page. So what am I doing? So it's just using that grey, flicking it about a little bit, tipping it out, the excess out onto the page, making a bit of a mess, but that's okay. I quite like making a mess. And this is a photo of my son, Isaac, and he had been house sitting with his sister, and this is the lady's dog that they were house sitting. So his name is Diesel, and he's a beautiful chocolate lab, and he's just gorgeous. So they loved him and loved having a big dog that could come inside the house. I thought that was pretty good. So back to the layout, I'm just adding some different coloured enamel dots to the page and keeping them in similar colours. So there's adding that little bit of yellow and some different colours of aqua. And here comes the ink. So it must just about be finished, and you'll see that I put the ink on. Oh, I'm doing it like this with the pen. I've seen Melissa Vinning on YouTube, or Melissa Vining on YouTube, do this with her pen, and I thought that would be a great way not to waste a lot of ink, because when I use the paintbrush, a lot of ink goes up into the paintbrush, except for I think I need a fatter pen, so my blobs didn't get really big, but it was a fun way and didn't waste much. So I'm showing you the close-ups, and then I put it down and whoops, I've stuck my finger in it. So I'm making a little bit of a layer here to add to that smudged bit, And I usually put the ink on last because I know that I'm going to mess it up if I don't. So if I put it on last, put the page down and walk away, I'm fine. But I put it down and stuck my finger in it, of course. So I've just made this little bit of an element using some of the little scraps that I had and a little tag, and put a little punched out heart with some coloured paper underneath a star, not a heart. And that is it. So I will see you next time. Thank you for joining me today. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.